Hey guys, how's it going? I'm coming at you guys from my garage because Anela is upstairs asleep, but I knew that I needed to record this video. It's something that I've been thinking about and kind of putting together in my mind for the last couple days. I think that it's so important, especially as I see clients hitting walls, having problems, and even just the people who have been DMing me on my Instagram and messaging me through my Facebook and emailing me with questions and problems and stuff like that. I felt like there was something super important that everyone seems to be struggling with that I needed to address, and it is, in short, why your diet isn't working. The cold, hard truth behind weight loss. Because there's something that I feel like a lot of people aren't telling you and that I haven't even told you thus far. So to start off, why your diet isn't working. I can talk to you guys about this because I absolutely understand from experience what you're going through. I've been there. I was actually there only 6 months ago, and I understand the struggle. I understand what you're going through, so that's why I'm able to talk to you about it. The number one thing is you're most likely looking at your diet as just that, a diet. Something that you're going to do and kill yourself for X amount of time. Normally it's about 6 or 8 weeks, or even 4 if you're doing it for a short amount of time for like a trip or something. And then you're planning on just going back to your old ways, which is what got you the body that you have right now in the first place. And that is your number one mistake. You're looking at it as a diet, something short-term that's gonna fix your short-term problem. You're thinking long-term, and it's not going to happen. You have to think about it as a, I'm gonna say it, be cliche, lifestyle change. It has to change how you think about your body, how you think about the way you live, about the food you eat, about the exercise you do. It has to change every part of your being, and you have to be okay with that. You have to embrace it, understand that you are changing the way that you live for the better, whether it's because you have diabetes or something similar to that and you are trying to get healthier, or you have another condition and you're overweight and it's affecting your lifestyle. You're not able to go out and run and play with your kids the way that you want to, or you're afraid that you're not going to be around for your grandkids' life because of blocked arteries, or just whatever it is, whatever your reasoning is to lose weight. You have to keep that in mind. Understand that that's more important than whatever you're doing to your body now that's put it in the state that it is. So whatever you're doing now that has caused you to gain weight, or whatever you haven't been doing now that has caused you to gain weight, or just maybe even not gain weight but lose muscle, or do whatever it is that's made you unhappy. Sorry about the ramble. The point behind that was that whatever reason you have to wanting to change your body and your life, it is more important in the bigger picture than the desire to continue with the bad habits that you've been doing to get yourself in a place that you're not happy. I know that you don't know it yet because you're not there, but your happiness is more important than your unhealthy habits. The next thing about your lifestyle change, and that's what I'm going to refer to it now instead of a diet, because that's what it is. The next thing that you need to think about your lifestyle change is learning what is in food and what your body needs. So knowing and having an idea of what is in the 6 ounces of chicken that you're putting into your body, understanding what is in that 2 cups of pasta that you're putting into your body, and also understanding what you are expending what energy you're expending throughout the day, and what you have to do to lose weight. So in short, losing weight is putting your body into a caloric deficit, so your body is burning fat for fuel instead of the food that you're eating. That is, in total, shortly summed up, how you lose weight. So to do that, you have to understand what your body needs to be able to function and what is in foods that you are eating. If you think that having cheese and avocado toast a couple times a day is actually healthy, then that is something you need to stop. You need to go and figure out, go onto Google and search up nutrition facts and understand what's in those foods. Avocados are healthy, they have lots of fat. Cheese in moderation is somewhat healthy, has lots of fat. Bread, especially white bread, has lots of carbs. And those are the things, depending on what your body needs and who you are and how your body works, are gonna make you gain weight. So What I mean by that is you might think that you're eating healthy when in reality what you're putting in your body actually isn't something that's healthy and isn't something your body needs. So you need to know exactly what is in the foods that you are eating. Understanding what your body needs, what you're spending, it's gonna take a learning curve. You have to be willing to sit down, to take the time to understand what your body needs and to understand what is in foods. So really quickly, how do you know what your body needs? A really good way, if you have a heart monitor, wear your heart monitor all day, figure out what on average during a day, how many calories you burn. Guess what? Eat less than that number. That is how you know what your body is expending versus what you are intaking. I have a challenge for you if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out why you can't lose weight. For 5 days, not even a whole week, 5 days, track what you are eating. Every single thing, write it down, look on the back of the box of whatever you're eating, or if you're eating out at a restaurant, go everywhere has a nutrition page. You know, you're eating at Applebee's, go to Applebee's page, find their nutrition menu, figure out what's in that food, and for 5 days, write down exactly what you are eating and write down next to it what the macros are, which is how many carbs, how many fats, and how many proteins. And I want you to add it up for 5 days. Figure out what you're eating every single day for 5 days. It will change you. It will give you the greatest learning curve that you could ever ask for. It will fix your problems. You will start being able to exactly pinpoint why you're not able to lose weight, because all of a sudden you're gonna realize something that you have been eating every single day that you thought was healthy isn't so healthy, and it could be the reason that you're gaining weight or not losing weight. So take 5 days for a fantastic learning curve, understand what you need to live. So how many calories you're expending during the day, figure that out, and then figure out what you're eating every single day for 5 days. If you've gotten to this sign, stop right here and watch the next clip. If you're gonna skip to any part of this video, I hope that you skip right here and watch this part of the video, because I'm going to talk about the real reason why you're not able to lose weight and why your diets aren't working. The real reason that your diets aren't working is because you're not able to find something that you are able to stick to. You have a fantastic idea, you have a plan, you have a goal, you've figured it out. It might be fantastic. In your mind, it might work. But the problem with that is it's not feasible. For you, for your mentality, your mindset, your body, you just can't stick to it. So, I mean, because I can write down and in my mind have a perfect idea of a perfect diet that's gonna work, but guess what? If you don't have any wiggle room and you're supposed to eat this, and this, and you're not able to do that, you're gonna fail. You're gonna feel like you're not able to accomplish anything. You're gonna feel like you're backtracking, that you're not making any progress. You're going to give up, which is what happens with 98% of diets that are started. I didn't make that number up. 98% of diets that are started, people give up within the first 2 weeks. Right now, to yourself, tell yourself that's not gonna be you this time. Okay, so do the first thing that I said, which is figure out what your body expends and figure out what you're intaking for 5 days. And now I want you to come up with a diet, even if it's not perfect, that you can stick to. Me personally, I leave 50% of my carbs and 50% of my fats for dinner and dessert. I know that you might be thinking, oh my gosh, but you're gonna gain weight when you eat late and before you go to bed. Guess what? That's probably true. I might lose weight faster if I didn't eat right before bed, but I know otherwise I'm gonna eat anyway. So if I eat those calorie-dense foods during the day, I'm gonna eat way too much because I'm gonna end up eating at night anyway. So I may as well save it if I know I'm gonna eat anyway and eat it at night. So plan your diet, figure out a diet, a lifestyle that works for you, even if that means that your progress is slower. It is better to do it slower and be able to start a routine, find something that works for you, your lifestyle, and your body, than doing a crash diet that's going to ruin your metabolism and you're gonna quit in 2 weeks and you're gonna continue to wonder why it's not working. Find something that works, that you can stick to, even if that means, like me, you have a peanut butter bagel every single day. Figure out a way. That's what If It Fits Your Macros diet is for. It's so you can eat those foods you can't live without and you can still have progress. So this is so important. Find a diet that works for you, that you can actually stick to. The problem with diets is you start it and you can't stick to it. So now here's the hard truth behind weight loss. It's hard. Period, point blank. No matter who you are, no matter what diet you're on, no matter what you're doing, it is going to be hard. I don't want anyone thinking, anyone who starts any diet out there, anyone who starts any of my meal plans or my exercise plans, I do not want anyone thinking that it's gonna be a walk in the park and that it's not gonna take willpower, it's not gonna take perseverance, and it's not going to take commitment. Because you are going to learn those three things more than anything else along your journey, because it's going to be really hard and you're going to have to push through it even if you don't want to. That's why you have to have perseverance. It's going to teach you perseverance. It's going to take a heck of a lot of hard work because it requires meal planning sometimes, and it requires you to say no. That's where the willpower comes in. The other thing is you have to be willing to give up some things to have a fit lifestyle, to change your body and to change your mind. It is going to require, most of the time, for you to either get up early and go to the gym. Maybe it means that you have to come home a little bit later so you can go to the gym after work. Sometimes it might mean that you have to take your lunch to go to the gym. It takes sacrifice. That's why I say that it's hard. There's no diet and there's no exercise plan out there that is a walk in the park that is just as easy if you weren't doing it. It's hard, and I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know it because I'm going through it. I have been going through it. I had years that I had no progress, and it was awful. I was depressed, I was upset, I hated myself, I hated my body, I hated I couldn't stick to anything. I hated that I didn't know why I wasn't losing weight because I was trying everything. And honestly, I had to eventually be honest with myself and really look in the mirror and say, I wasn't doing everything that I know that I should have. I wasn't eating the way that I know that I should have. And in the moment, I was lying to myself and saying, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to. And really, I can look back and say, now I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to. And guess what? I progress. So don't lie to yourself. You have to be completely honest with yourself. And going into it, you have to understand that it's going to take hard work. The cold hard truth is sometimes you're gonna be hungry, and sometimes you're gonna have to eat more protein than you want to. And sometimes you're gonna be hangry, sometimes you're gonna be tired. I've taken, you've heard the Rocky quote, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not. It's super hard. Sometimes you're hungry, sometimes you're hangry. You don't always get to eat the foods that you want whenever you want it. And that's the truth. And that's what no one wants to tell you, because people who are selling you stuff want you to think that it's gonna be easy and that they've got all the answers, and because you buy it from them, it's gonna be totally different. And here's the thing, I'm gonna be totally transparent with you guys. No matter who you buy it from, it's gonna take all of these things because it's just hard. And the thing is I don't want your money. I want you to succeed. And for you to succeed, you have to be well prepared, you have to be knowledgeable about what you're going into, and you have to understand what you're going to have to change and what the sacrifice is. And if you're not ready for that at this point in your life, then it's something that maybe you should wait for, because don't ever do anything in your entire life going in that you're going to half-ass it. Give everything you have in everything that you do. Now that I'm done scaring you, which I hope I didn't scare you too much, the idea is for you to be prepared going into changing your body, changing your life. But let's talk about the great parts about fitness and the reason why I love it and why I've made it, a huge part of my life. And it's because of the other things that you get out of it. First of all, you learn all the things that I talked about just before that it takes to do this. You learn an unbelievable amount of willpower. You learn an unbelievable amount of perseverance. You learn an unbelievable amount of dedication. Those are three fantastic qualities to have in life, period, no matter what you're doing, whether it's with your family and you're going through hard times, whether it's with a job that you're having a hard time with, or even if it's not, no, you're not having a hard time with it, but you're trying to climb the corporate ladder, it's gonna take those things. So while you're doing this, you're able to learn those things normally in a short amount of time. When I say short, 6 months or so. And those are things that you can take into other aspects of your life and that are going to better you, and it's gonna help you accomplish all of your dreams and all of your goals in every part of your life. So if that's not enough to make you want to jump on the fitness bandwagon and put your whole heart and your whole self into it, then I don't know what will. Right now, I want you to take just a second and close your eyes. Literally, close your eyes, just listen to me. I want you to picture doing it. Achieving your goal, doing what it takes, not just achieving your goal, but doing what it takes to achieve your goal. Being able to say no when you want to say yes. Having the body that you've been dying to have for years, and taking control of that aspect of your life, having an unbelievable amount of confidence and being able to exude that in every other part of your life. Going to the store and being able to wear and try on and fit into everything that you wanted before, not being afraid to take your shirt off when you go to the pool, all of those little things. I want you to actually take a second, pause the video, and think about what it would feel like to have that confidence and to be mentally sound with yourself. Really, pause it, think about it, close your eyes. Because I do that every single morning before I get out of bed. I sit there and I take a second and I actually feel what it would feel like to be able to accomplish those things and do what it takes to accomplish those things. And that is a fantastic morning exercise for you to do, because eventually, if you keep thinking about it, it will happen. You have to pour your whole self, your whole mind, your whole heart, everything into something that you want to do. You cannot, please pardon my language, you cannot half-ass it. You cannot put half of yourself into something and expect fantastic results. To get something you've never had, you have to do something that you have never done. So, this video was not sugar-coated. It was very in your face, it was a little bit rough, but that is the cold hard truth behind changing yourself and changing your body and changing your mind. It is difficult, it takes hard work, but it's worth it.